All right, this is Eric, and this is finally getting around to my non-entry for Brother Farley's contest. And I say non-entry because don't put my name in it, that's fine. I just wanted to make a response because, Farley, I dig your channel. I'm glad to be part of the little group of people or the big group of people that converses with you and interacts. So, you get a couple questions. Here I am, unprepared as usual. And I'm going to do my best to answer them. So the first question was an event or a person or whatever that got you into music. I've talked about this before, so I know it sounds like a broken record on my part, but studying this film when I was a teenager and glomming onto the soundtrack really set me on the path of the kind of music that I would like. Return of the Living Dead did the same thing a few years later, but Dudes is a punk western. Starts off with a performance by the classic LA punk band, The Vandals. The soundtrack is made up of LA punk. It's made up of metal bands like Wasp and Keel. There's some alternative stuff, Jane's Addiction, The Leather Nun. And there's some country tinge stuff. There's a country metal song by a band called Simon Steele and the Claw, which I've never been able to track down any information on that band. Everybody else I've been able to find information on. And my all-time favorite song, Legal Weapon's Time Forgot You. Legal Weapon were a great LA punk band, and the song Time Forgot You is more of an alt-country song than a punk song. So at any rate, this is my roadmap to my musical tastes in many, many ways. All right, so the next question was, what do I like about the VC? I like the interaction. I like seeing people that are passionate about music. I like people that want to share their knowledge, talk about the things they like, and even talk about the things they don't like, to have a dialogue. I like to see people that are willing to check things out, to challenge themselves. Billy Hurst, in one of his recent videos for his contest ending, talked about how when he started, there weren't a lot of people talking about country, and now more people are opening up about their country collections. I see with jazz, country, not classical or opera yet, but we're getting towards that people are much more willing to talk about some of the non-pop, non-rock, non-mainstream stuff that they like, and also talk about some very mainstream stuff they like that they're really not expected to as part of their generation or age group. At the same time, what I don't like is oftentimes with certain people, it feels like we're seeing the same stuff over and over. And hey, if that's what you're into, great. There's a world of music out there beyond the standard issue. You know, this is the genre I like. These are the records I'm supposed to own. There's even a lack of seeing second-tier bands. When people start showing 60s stuff, rarely do I see the Kinks or the Animals. I don't see those major second-tier bands getting shown. Same thing with punk, same thing with metal, same thing with whatever. I will say metal and thrash people do a little bit better of showing more obscure second-tier, third-tier kind of stuff. And not that tiers matter, but there's a boxy... What am I trying to say here? There's a feeling of people being locked into this small section of what they like in a genre, and it seems very hard to say to people, hey, check this out. And with everything, not everything, but so many things being on YouTube or Spotify or Bandcamp, where you can spend 20 minutes and just listen to something, getting people to cross that barrier and check something out seems fairly difficult. All right, lastly, who would I want to hang out with? Well, like everybody, I'd like to hang out with a whole bunch of you guys, Farley, Billy, Steve, Scott Waters, even guys whose stuff they show is not my flavor or in my wheelhouse. But if I had to pick one, and just one, it would be David Michael, Nas Nomad. Out of everybody, his record collection seems closest to mine. He's in a part of Canada that I've always wanted to visit. He has amazing thrift hauls, and he just seems like a super nice, down-to-earth guy. And he loves Hawkwind and the Damned, which are two of my favorite bands. So, who are related, by the way. Lemmy, after leaving Hawkwind, was going to be the new bass player in the Damned for a while. They were going to be called the Doomed. All right, at any rate, Farley, I always dig seeing your videos. Keep making them. Enjoy interacting with you on Facebook. And take care, and I'll talk to you later.